Yo, what's up? How you guys doing? Yeah, hype. Hype, all right. Yeah, yeah. The chat thing should be coming up, maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's not the font that I wanted there. Hold on. I could have sworn that wasn't when I was setting this up. I thought I had the. Yeah, I should have saved that there. Uh, all right, hold on. Let me Are you ready to kick this thing off? I hear that. Let's see if that actually changed anything. Uh, yeah, I'm actually doing all right. I'm just kind of relaxing a little bit. Finally got a day off to myself, and yeah, it's gonna be a good one. For a bunch of reasons. Now, I think I said in my post that well, as the name implies, it's a catch up day, and there's a couple things that I actually want to catch up on, and they're all pretty cool actually. So I know I've told one of my other friends about this, and he always liked the red and black. Yeah, it is a killer combo. I actually thought about just going. Oh wait, I think I know what's up. Hold on. Catch up day. Yeah, Ash catch up. No, 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 no. But yeah, I think I might have figured out what was wrong with my chat thing down there. But no, there's a couple things that actually I do want to talk about. That's actually pretty cool. So number one, I know I've already mentioned all this stuff about me being in a band, this, that, and the third. Yeah, the end of this month and parts of next month are going to be kind of busy for me in a good way at least. Now, there is a bit of a silver lining in this black cloud, we'll say. So getting into that cloud first, I think I had probably mentioned at one point that I was supposed to have played a show sometime last Saturday where it was both just a live show followed by a no ring, no holds barred wrestling death match thing. Yeah, that whole thing wound up getting canceled only because the week of that Tuesday, I got word. Well, we got word from the venue that the landlord decided to go ahead and just lock the venue owners out unless they come back and got some of their stuff. And a lot of people okay, so I guess I didn't fix it. But no, a lot of people were actually pretty upset about that, and rightfully so. I think I used this font. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I see what's up. Okay, maybe this should fix it because I made a bit of a misspelling in the CSS script, but yeah, yeah, just without warning the landlords to say, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and just kick these guys out, you know, lock them out. And yeah, a lot of people were really, yeah, pretty much they ruined a glorious day for everyone. Hey, there we go. We actually got it fixed. Nice. Yeah, maybe might need to reduce the font size just a touch. So yeah, that was just one part of the Black Cloud. Another part was that at that same venue, we was supposed to have had another show. I think July 15th. Let me check my my thing. Yeah, July the 15th. We're supposed to play with two other bands. And I know it's on a work day, but I've actually swung this maybe once or twice before. So, and it's actually not that far from where I'm at. But since that whole venue, well, that part of the venue got closed down, I don't know if that show is even gonna happen, which really sucks because it was actually well, from what I heard, it was a pretty big hardcore band. To be honest with you, I've never actually heard these guys, or they're called Hoods. Yeah, yeah, I really do feel bad for everybody there, whether we're talking just the rest of the bands that were showing up and you know, all the wrestlers and stuff that were going to be there, and even the people that were just going to attend in general. That I mean, it's a really, really bad situation there, and I really do hope that the venue guys get all this resolved and they do find themselves another place. Because, I mean, I've only played there, what, maybe twice or three times, and every single time has been just absolutely amazing. You know, I mean, crowds they were going off. They were going off. Oh, what'd you do? But yeah, the silver lining out of all of this, going back to the bands and stuff. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it was like a big venue. I mean, we're not talking like a Chain Reaction or anything else like that. I mean, I'm not actually in California, but I wish. But no, it was kind of an up and coming venue. I mean, they've been around for I think a few years or so. Um, but I know it was really starting to gain a lot of momentum there, and it was like hey, it's really cool that this town's finally getting its music scene back, and having given these bands a place to play at in this town. I mean, that's really awesome. But the silver lining out of all of this, despite all that has happened, and aside from the fact that the week that everything went down, it was a pretty terrible week for me. It was just like lots of it's one of those what do you call it, Murphy's Law or something like that. Whenever whatever the worst that can possibly happen actually does happen. I was pretty much experiencing that law throughout the whole week. And well, I mean, I wasn't the only one. I mean, our the vocalist in the band that I'm at, his dog wasn't doing too good. Luckily, he did pull through. Took him up to the vet. They gave him a clean bill of health, and just hoping the little one carries on for a couple more years. Oh, yeah. It's all good, man. I mean, aside from all that and the heat that I got to deal with, it's yeah, I'll manage. But as I said, oh yeah, the good thing out of all of this is that next Saturday I've actually got a yeah, it's good. The doggy's doing really good. Little pug's doing all right. At least I think he's got a pug. But yeah, I got a show coming up next Saturday. It's a little festival. It's not like super big. It's not like say Louder Than Life or Hellfest or anything else like that. I mean, God forbid I'm actually able to play any of those. Yeah, that'd be something. But no, it's like just a small little festival with a bunch of bands. I think we got about a little over a dozen or so on there, and we're like the sixth or fifth to last band playing on there. So we're kind of high up on the bill. Well, relatively high up, relatively speaking. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And there's a possibility we might be playing the same place the following Tuesday, which I know it's pretty short notice. But I mean, if it happens, it happens. But if not, that's all right. Because I know it might be a bit preemptive and may not be totally justified in me saying this, but you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it anyways. I'm going on tour around the end of next month. Yes, it's finally happening. My rockstar dreams are finally coming true. I'm going on tour. But no. That whole thing, we're actually going to be doing a run of 3 dates back to back at the end of July, going on to the beginning of August. We're doing a weekender tour, just doing three shows. Oh, you got no more hospital visits for a while, and no. Okay, well, I mean, it's good to see you're doing, you know, pretty well too. Yeah, I know it's absolutely crazy, but you know what? That's not even the best part. That's not even the best part out of all this here. All right. So the best part, and why I think next month, depending on how well things go, might be one of the best months ever, because I mean, not just the fact that I get to go around the sun one more time, or once again. I shouldn't say do it one more time. Oh, they removed the cyst in September. Well, I mean, couldn't they have you know, try to schedule to get it done a little bit earlier than that, or was that the earliest that they could go? Yeah, being a top 5 or 6 band is very, yeah, it is. I mean, these guys that I've been playing with, I mean, they're kind of like local hometown heroes, and I mean, they've done some touring here and there, you know, in their early days, and oh, yeah, that makes sense. Let the cyst kind of shrink down a little bit before they get in there and, you know, try to take it out, so that way they won't be able to damage that much. Oh yeah, it is rock solid. Oh yeah, little fun fact that I didn't actually know about this until the singer told me about this on the way to practice one time a couple of months ago. That and SDK, you probably know of this band. Yeah, these guys, and this was long before I joined. They actually played with Knock Loose long before they got it big. Well, long before they hit it big, I should say. So that's actually pretty cool. I mean, I was just like, "What? You guys actually play with Knock Loose? What the hell?" Yeah, that'd be something though. But yeah, the best thing that I think is gonna happen is that on the 8th of July, aside from the fact that I get to go around the sun once again, there's a concert that I'm going to be going to, and I think damn near every single band on that lineup is one that I have yet to see and I really want to go see. So, you ready for the lineup here? Let me get this picture pulled out here. Oh yeah, that's how Corey Taylor made it big. Did a bunch of small bands, filled in for oh yeah, the whole Shoto calling me short. Well, I mean the whole context about that was that he had a thing going on in his Discord where, all right, so just have everybody send pictures of your room, like your gaming room or whatever it is, and I posted a picture of mine. This is when I had my gaming room on the other side of my house, and that was a very small room. And I mean, I thought that was going to be my actual gaming room, but I actually moved all my gaming stuff into my current bedroom, which is where I sleep at. Now, my chair that I've got, and I'm still sitting in it right now, I got it at the lowest setting that it can go, and for some reason, I actually do feel pretty comfortable with a low kind of seat. And he saw that and he just went off saying, "Oh my god, look at this guy, he's so short." And I'm like, dude, I'm like 5'9". I mean, I don't know exactly how tall Shoto is, but I'm pretty sure he and I might be about the same height, or I might have a couple more inches on him or something. I don't know, but god, that was a long time ago. But yeah, the lineup for this concert that I'm going to be going to, all right. As you're gonna love this one, all right. So starting off, we got this band called Face Yourself, which has my guitar in the it's actually in the room next to that. So I've kind of got everything a bit separate. So yeah, the first band on this lineup is a band called Face Yourself, and I listened to them a little bit, and not really too crazy about them. Now the next band was supposed to be this one band called I think it was Balmora or something. They were originally supposed to have been on the bill, but yeah, there was some sus stuff going on with their guitar player. Getting into some creepy stuff. We'll just say that, and he got booted out of the band, and people just went off on him. It's like, oh, why'd you guys have this creep in your band, and then just kept going on with it until their bassist got on their Instagram and just said, "Yep, the whole thing's nuked. We're pretty much going radio silent," and they've wiped everything off. And this was not long after they put out an album just a little while ago. So that was I think that was probably about like a month ago or something like that. Static X guitar stuff. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what happened there. But yeah, those guys were supposed to be on the bill here. I've never really listened to them, and after what just happened there, I don't think I want to. But they got replaced by the last 10 seconds of life, which yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know why they're why they do this kind of stuff in the first place. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I close this out since I don't actually need to go back and mess around with my chat stuff anymore. But yeah, they got replaced by the last 10 seconds of life, which they put out some new stuff earlier this year, and might need to give it a couple more spins, but it's just pretty fun, just groovy, beat down, no nonsense stuff. Let's see, next one, there's Snuffed on Sight, even more primitive, just out and out brutal stuff. I listen to them every now and then. They're cheesy, but they're just so fun. Yeah, it's like you can't get into As I Lay Dying. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I tried listening to As I Lay Dying a couple of times here and there, long before the whole Lambesis wife be gone thing. Yeah, long before all that. And I mean, at least I tried, but I really couldn't get into them. I have no idea, but everybody knows, what that guy is now. Yeah, Snuffed on Sight's on the bill. Another band, Devourment. Classic slamming death metal out of Texas. I love those guys. They actually put out an EP about a week or two ago, just out of the blue with no warning, and it's heavy as hell. And the headliner for this one, and SDK, you're gonna love this. Hatebreed. Hatebreed is headlining this whole event, and it's happening on my fucking birthday. Come hell or high water, I am going to this show. And the funny thing is, everybody in the band that I'm playing in is also going to that show. And I am willing to bet that Hatebreed are going to play Not One Truth at that show. And if that happens, the four of us are just going to run up there on the mic and just start, yelling the lyrics into that. And I mean, if they do, it's going to be great. But if they don't, I mean, it's still going to be great either way. Just a stacked lineup like this, it's going to be amazing. I mean, I know as bad as the past few weeks has been at work, I kind of deserve a little bit of a treat. Oh, you're thinking about seeing Hatebreed next month too? Nice. Oh yeah, speaking of treat, I think I kind of teased a little bit of this on one of the last streams I did where I was just messing around with some music. Yeah, I thought about getting myself another guitar, and earlier this morning I ordered I ordered the thing. Oh, you listened to my my take on World Revolution? I appreciate it, man. Yeah, speaking of covers, there was one cover that I actually had planned on doing. It's a bit more laid back, it's a bit more relaxed, but at the same time, it's basically just kind of taken after an Alice in Chains song, and with the news that I heard recently about Bobby Prince, I think I'm probably gonna have to push that cover up to the top. Those that don't know Bobby Prince, he was the guy that did the music for games like Doom, Doom 2, Duke Nukem 3D, and a couple of others. Yeah, he died just a couple days ago, and yeah, it's really sad to hear about that. Is Beat Chronicles of the Wolf? Nice, nice. I think I remember you telling me a little bit about that game. It's not too long ago. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that one of the next covers that I'm going to be doing is going to be from Doom 2, and it's going to be Adrian's Asleep. I mean, if you listen to that song and you listen to Angry Chair by Alice in Chains, they're pretty much one and the same. And I was actually thinking, whenever I do that cover, I was probably gonna just kind of open it up as like, I don't know, like, if either of you know the song "Junkhead" from Alice in Chains off the same album, Dirt, I think the drummer, he's just sitting there before he gets ready to record drums. He's just sitting there, and you hear him on the mic saying, "Junk, fuck, dun dun dun." Yeah, yeah. Okay, that sounded a little bit more Hetfield than it did Lane Staley. But whatever. I was thinking about just opening up that cover with something kind of similar in a way. Where I'm just kind of sitting there in the back just saying Doom? Fuck yeah. And just kind of just going with the hats or something like that, just counting in the song. But at this point, I'm gonna have to wait until I get my new guitar in. Hopefully next week, because I mean it is Juneteenth right now, so we really can't. Nothing can really be shipped right now or sent out. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow to at least get confirmation that my new guitars are gonna be in the mail. And just giving y'all a heads up. I think I showed pictures of this before in the last stream, but I'm definitely gonna be getting me another one of those Marky Mark 6-string guitars. Just because I've been playing my my Marky Mark 7 for so long, that I've really loved how that guitar played, and I liked all the different sounds you can get with it, especially just getting those kind of like old school Stratocaster type sounds, especially with clean sounds. Oh god, those sound so good. So I'm gonna wait for that guitar to show up, get it set up in the tuning that I have it in, and I'm gonna start doing that Adrian's Asleep cover, and hopefully put it out as soon as I can. I mean, I was gonna do it at some point, but with the news about Bobby Prince, I gotta push it up. I gotta pay my respects to the man somehow, and I don't know. Maybe there might be a point I might cover something from Duke Nukem 3D, because I know that's that game's got a lot of awesome tunes in it. You found the most popular video on my channel is my take on the Dart Messenger from Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, I mean, lots of people tend to flock to my take on the Dart Messenger. I mean, yeah, over 61,000 views. I mean, hey, I appreciate all y'all for watching the thing over 60,000 times. Whether it's one guy just going back and just hitting replay on it over and over again, or if there's legitimately thousands and thousands of people. I mean, I'm reasonably sure there is legitimately thousands of people just checking out the cover, but hey, I appreciate it either way. I mean, I know that some of my other stuff hasn't hit quite the same heights, but I mean, it happens. I mean, I'm just doing this kind of stuff just because I love it. But yeah, Chronicles of the Wolf is kind of like a Soten GBA like Castlevania. Oh, you talking like Aria of Sorrow, Circle of the Moon, I think is another one. God, there was a couple of other names I'm trying to remember from the kind of Metroidvania type games. Yeah, you thought that game would take hours to do, but it's multiple rooms of platforming. Yeah, one hit and you're gone. It's pretty much like a Contra at that point, and you just did it all in one go. Nice. Oh, it's more closer to Ario. So okay, all right. And I mean, I really do dig Aria of Sorrow. It's probably one of my favorite Metroidvanias as of right now. There's still a bunch I need to go through just because I've got the Advance collection and the what's that other one that just came out? I think it was last year, or the year before, the Dominus collection. I think that had all the the DS titles like Order of Ecclesia. Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, I think is another one. Yeah. You also beat Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight. Nice, nice. Alright, so, the other thing about this this whole stream and why you see this big black box over here on the side. Oh, okay, okay. So there was a challenge room that had some of the best gear, but okay, alright. All right, so I mean, at least that makes sense. It's one of those challenges that really makes you work for that ultimate gear, which I mean, I totally get that. But yeah, I guess the reason why you see this big black box up here is because, well, for some reason, I kind of caught the Let's Playing bug again. I don't know. I was thinking back to the one time I did a Let's Play of A Link to the Past, and I thought that was gonna be like a one-off thing, but after skimming through that a few times, just and watching other people's Let's Plays in general, like HC Bailey, for instance, I don't know. Maybe I'm might be down to try it again or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, have you ever had one of those moments where you know, whenever you do something, you initially think that oh yeah, this ain't gonna work out, but then you kind of look back on it, you know, sometime later, and the box above the chat kind of looks like the void, almost. I mean, we're gonna be going into the void in a little bit. Shouts to Black Sabbath, and rest in peace to John Michael Osborne, aka Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness. And also, fuck Sharon Osbourne and fuck Jack Osbourne. I don't know about Kelly Osbourne. I don't know if she's got any stake in wanting to put Ozzy into some AI program, but if she does, well, fuck her too. I'm glad that Sid Wilson broke it off with her. But yeah, I mean, have you ever had those moments where you know you do something and when you get done with it, you initially think, yeah, this ain't gonna work, but you look back on it sometime later and you think, you know what? Maybe this wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. You know, does it look like I was actually having fun? And you know what? I think I'm gonna do just that. So yeah, I decided I'm just gonna go through one of my all-time favorite RPGs for the Super Nintendo, and was actually the first batch of streams that I did whenever I took up this whole VTubing modeling thing. And you know what? Oh, I thought I hit E there. But yeah, there was I was going back through someone else's Let's Play of this game, and considering that I haven't played this game in at least a year or two, I figured, you know, might as well just go and just do another run of this, just to try to shake off some of the rust. And I think unlike the last stream that I did where I was trying to play something and just, I don't know, I felt like nothing was really clicking, at least here I've got a game that's I'm more than comfortable with. Not saying there was anything wrong with Blaster Master Zero, no, not by any means. Let me recalibrate this real quick. Yep. Alright, Mono Kits, oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. Xbox Studios is saying about closing up a bunch of... Xbox in general, or Microsoft, or whoever was gonna be closing up a bunch of studios, like Ninja Theory and a bunch of others. I mean, I'll admit, I've seen how that whole DMC thing went down whenever that game was in the works, and yeah. I mean, as much as I think DMC, Devil May Cry, looks absolutely terrible, I mean, I really can't say anything about their other games. Yeah. I mean, it's still really sad to see stuff like this happening. And I think it was all because, if I remember right, I think, what was it, didn't some of those other studios get like a memo or something from Microsoft and saying like, hey, don't worry about you know, trying to get this game out just for the sake of sales. Just get it out for the sake of winning awards or something. Which, I mean, to me it's kind of one and the same, really. I mean, if you want my honest opinion, if you want a game to win some kind of award, which honestly I think a lot of awards shows that with gaming is just kind of you know, a bunch of bullshit anyways, but that's just me. I mean, at the very least, just you know, work on the game itself and make it the best that you possibly can. You know, the fans will kind of, you know, speak up for that game, saying like, yeah, this game's absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, the PS4 version is way better. It was marketed as the replacement, but not a spinoff. I mean, I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, the spinoff, as a spinoff, it's fine, but it had ideas that were actually good. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Oh yeah, I actually got to use my my potions here. So, oh yeah, that's right. I'm playing the original Lufia, not the restored version. So, at least I still. Okay, that was really bad. I like how it was with the HP and MP potions there, while the power potion and spell potions. They give the best possible, you know, boost, but yet the actual stat boosting items, it's like, yeah, we're not gonna give you much. Oh yeah. Capcom thought the DMC needed a new audience, and well, I mean, they did Devil May Cry 5 like several years after that, and I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. I have yet to really play that many Devil May Cry games. I mean, I think I've only played like the first one for a little bit. I think I've got the collection on Steam of the first. I think the first 3 or the first 4 games. Might be the first 4. I don't know. I don't think I've got 5, so I don't know. If I play around with a couple of the Devil May Cry games, and I know I've heard you know, people say that the second one wasn't all that great. Even if it did introduce a couple of new mechanics like wall running or something like that. Yeah, that's another thing I heard. Like 3 is the pinnacle of Devil May Cry. It's like the best one in the whole series. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of doing all this with one hand here, and I'm trying to close up my drink. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I might make a run at some of the early Devil May Cries and see if I can try to get all that, you know, figured out. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Glacier's definitely gonna work. A little bit, I think. Okay, never mind. You know, even then, maybe I should have just used Thunder on one of those rock golems instead. I mean, that's the best thing that Salon has. There we go. Man, Salon's not even getting her turn now. What the hell? Oh, there we go. But is Maxim gonna kill him before she... Yep. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's right. Like I said, I kind of caught the Let's Playing bug again, and I thought, yeah, maybe I should do like a test run of this game, just see if I could try to shake some of the rust off. And what I originally thought about doing was I thought about putting a little, like a little timer or something. Nice. A little timer up above my my little webcam, quote unquote, window, so to speak. Because I realized that a long time ago when I was into the whole Let's Playing scene, as it were, that I honestly had no self-control over how long my episodes were. Like, alright, for instance, when I was doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy VI, or Final Fantasy III for the Super Nintendo, that's where I found out that I really had no self-control. I mean, I had episodes that were reaching the like 45 minute to almost an hour long mark, and even with this game, there were times I felt like I was running the episodes way longer than than they should. So I was originally thinking, if I was going to do a Let's Play of this game, I might keep episodes down to maybe like 30 minutes at most. Because, I mean, way that I can kind of describe this is like, you know, watching an episode on TV. Well, at least watch an episode on TV back in like the 90s or the 2000s or something like that. Like, I don't say Ed, Edd n Eddy or Courage the Cowardly Dog, for instance, depending on the episodes that are playing during that block or that little time slot. That you had episodes. Well, you had a set of 2 episodes that were about like 12, 13 minutes long. Maybe with some commercial breaks in between, and no, I'm not going to be running ads in my video. I do not plan on making any money off of any of this, because unlike a vast majority of YouTube who I'm reasonably sure have forgotten the art of this by this point, I'm just doing this kind of stuff just for fun, and I think everybody's forgotten about that. I don't care who gets pissed off by that. I'm just saying it with my chest. I'm just telling it how it is. I mean, people have lost the ability to have fun with YouTube, but now everybody's just trying to make money off of it. Anyways, tirade over. Yeah, I'd probably maybe just do some episodes that go up to like 30 minutes tops, especially when I'm doing like RPGs, because I think that would probably be, well, that would make the most sense, because I mean RPGs tend to be pretty packed with content and stuff anyways, and they do tend to be pretty lengthy games, depending on well, which game and what series and whatnot. Like again, Final Fantasy, well, just Final Fantasy in general. Ow. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff going on with some of those games. And yeah, I think maybe 30 minutes at most would be a pretty reasonable length. But if I'm doing something like, say, I don't know, like Mega Man X, for instance, as fast as I can go through some of those stages, and I mean, I'm not talking like, oh, I'm definitely going to be speedrunning this game or whatever. I mean more as in like, well, I mean, it doesn't take me that long just to knock out maybe a stage or two, and I could probably get that done maybe like 20 minutes or so. Maybe keep some episodes down about that length. But I mean, it might vary from game to game or whatever. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get all my mirrors up in time, but that's alright. This is always bound to happen. Of course, Arte is gonna get hit with Flood last before he even gets his mirror up. Closing up my drink again. And now this is where hopefully my ADHD doesn't go off. Because I know with Mirror, you really got to keep an eye on who you casted that on last, just so you can keep a steady rotation going throughout your whole party. And just make sure that you're well protected against attacks like that, and that, and that. And you know, I'm willing to bet that Amon is not going to blow himself up or drown himself or whatever it is he's going to be using. He might drown, I guess. Nope. He's probably gonna get diced up. Okay, maybe not. Maybe there's a chance. I mean, it's not gonna be as grand as, say, oh, he was like right there, like right, just a sliver of health there. Not quite as amazing as the one time I got Aram to commit suicide. That was. I'm still wondering exactly how the hell I managed to get all that worked out just perfectly. I mean, that's like one of those things that, you know, I've played this game several times in my life, but I have never actually seen Aram, you know, commit suicide like at all. I mean, are we gonna see it this time around? Probably not, but yeah, open up with a crit, nice. It would have been better if, let's say I got, if I got mirrors up on everybody, Aram casted a Dread, which would then lower her defense to almost nothing. And then Maxim Orgai would open up with a crit and deal, what, 4, maybe 500 damage with a good hit? I don't know. All I know is that I'm not going to use any spells on her just because she's got stupid high magic defense. Oh, she's actually using her physical attacks on me. What am I going to do about that? Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, I know she doesn't have any, like, multi-targeting, black magic. You know, so no Glacier or anything else like that, or no Vulcan or whatever. Oh, come on now. Come on, you gotta do a little bit better than that, Aram. Could have been the other way around. That's alright. That's alright. I don't know. Maybe we'll just say if I wind up let's playing this game at some point, then maybe I might get Aram to, you know, just do that during that let's play. It's gonna be amazing. I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath, but if it does happen, then that's cool. It's not gonna beat, you know, what happened on that stream, like, those many years ago. Well, those many 3 years ago, I'd say. Yeah. Those were much simpler times back then. Back when I had a kind of, meh-looking model. I mean, I know my stuff isn't necessarily, like, you know, the greatest thing since sliced bread or whatever, but, I mean, I like the look of it. I think they look pretty cool. Yep, my ADHD has not interfered yet. It almost did, but see, I was on it that time at least. Hey, you know, I don't know if these bosses are actually getting a little bit smarter now. They're probably just now realizing. Okay, that's exactly what I was gonna say. That maybe they're just now starting to realize that. Oh, that's right. These guys also know mirror. So yeah, I'm gonna stop using my massive magic attacks or start them back up again. Who knows? And I'll just start hitting the fast guy in the back. Well, yeah. Are you gonna go out like a Mon? Not quite. But we don't know. We don't know yet. One more hit, I think. Yep. Alright, I'll give Deus some props here. I mean, he at least tried. He at least knew that when we started casting mirrors on the entire party, he I guess he kind of wised up just a little bit. Not by much, but just a little bit. And was trying to physically attack everybody. So I'll give him that at least. You know, I can still imagine a scene like this playing out in an anime adaptation. You know, I don't know, maybe give it the kind of art style that you would expect on something like the Fate series. You know, get something from Ufotable to do the animation work on this. You know, fuck Demon Slayer. Give me something like this instead. I'll be honest with you, I think I tried watching a little bit of Demon Slayer here and there, and yeah, honestly, I'm not really all that crazy about it. But then again, it's been like a long time since I last watched anime in general. Well, it looks like everybody else is doing alright. Oh, except her. Oh no. And imagine a scene like this in an anime adaptation. Just the emotional yelling from Maxim, just being like, "No, Stallone!" Just holding her in his arms and is looking up at the sky and is yelling like, I don't know, like Zero from Mega Man X4. You know, the whole "What am I fighting for?" scene. That is so fucking bad, but it's so hilarious at the same time. Yeah, you might be right. It is the only way. Yeah, that's a bit of a well, it's not necessarily Deus Ex Machina right there, but I know that that's a spell that you can't really use in here. But I guess Artea just now to say, you know what? Fuck this, we're out. I don't know, this is kind of weird to me, anyways. I don't know who you are. Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking my Discord to see what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know you, so I'm gonna ignore. And we get wonderful town music here. But, you know, actually, I will be right back in just a little bit. Alright, I'm back. So I guess this is my little character here. Nice little redhead. And unfortunately, Omega's not here to play this, and honestly, I don't think he's like super crazy about RPGs in general. And, you know, that's something else that I actually thought about doing. Was kind of giving some of my other, you know, models here, or some of the other characters, a, you know, kind of a chance to show up on some of these games, depending if I actually decide I want to, you know, keep doing this for very long. But I don't know, I kind of had this thing where, I mean, yeah, I know I've got all my other models in Enigma Protocol just doing the different roles. I mean, I've got me doing some of the guitars, I got Sigma doing some of the guitars, Kai doing bass, Delta doing drums, Epsilon keyboards and all that other stuff, and Omega and Theta doing the singing stuff, but that's for like a whole lore thing, I guess, which is just kind of haphazardly thrown together. But I don't know, maybe just might mix it up a little bit and, you know, say like, hey, each of the characters, you know, they got like different favorite, you know, genres of games or whatever it is. Like, I mean, I guess I'm kind of like the soft all-rounder. You know, I like my platformers, I like my shooters, I like my RPGs and stuff. Then you got, you know, people like Theta and probably Epsilon, really into RPGs. Epsilon's more of the obscure kind of RPG guy. Kai might be more into fighting games. Omega definitely loves his horror stuff. You know, your Resident Evils, your Silent Hills, and whatnot. And he loves his action games just as much as Sigma does, and Delta. I'd say he's more of the sporty type of gamer. You know, racing stuff. Well, just a lot of racing games and stuff in general. Which that reminds me, actually, I kind of want to play a couple more racing games. I mean, the only one that I've got in my my library right now, my Steam library at least, I think it's Forza Horizon 5. And I think I've only played like a tiny bit of that, or maybe it was another Forza game that I played a little bit of. I want to say it might have been Horizon 2, and I think that was for the Xbox 360. But again, I've only played like a little bit of that. But I mean, if we're talking like racing games in general, I think the only ones that I've played, I'd probably say Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64, Crash Team Racing, Rock and Roll Racing 2 Red Asphalt, or just simply titled Red Asphalt. Best soundtrack for any racing game, in my honest opinion. If you love like 90s industrial metal, White Zombie, Rob Zombie, Fear Factory, Ministry, you know, I'd probably say a little bit of Godflesh and you know, stuff like that. Then that's a soundtrack that's definitely worth checking out. Though I think it kind of leans a little bit more on the Rob Zombie side of the industrial metal rock thing. Let's see what else. I think the only other racing game that I played outside of that was probably the first Need for Speed Hot Pursuit for the PS1. I never actually beat the game, and I'm pretty sure I lost my copy of the game. I do kind of remember there being a cheat code to unlocking one of the best cars in the game. I think it's just called the El Nino or something, which I believe that car's got like the highest top speed and the best acceleration and all that. And I'm not talking like the most recent or the more modern Need for Speed Most Wanted. I'm talking about the OG for the PlayStation 1. Yeah, I guess it has been. You know, we're all grown up. And it looks like Monsters is starting to come back. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I know that whole walking I need to get a black version of what exactly? I got a potion here. And I'll just go ahead and buy me a dagger. Give me a little bit of a better weapon there. And I'm actually going to hang on to the knife. As much as I really want to sell it, I'll hang on to it for a little bit later. Oh, Need for Speed Most Wanted for PS2. Okay, I thought they did. Another Most Wanted game that wasn't on the PS2. I thought it was on like either PS4 or whatever one of the later generations was. I got a cloth helmet. Ah, okay. Oh no, you're good, man. You're good. Got an arrow over there. I think that knight's just gonna say something like, wait, we didn't hear anything about there being any monsters up there in Sharan, so... But then again, I mean, people just might be talking, you know, a bunch of nonsense, so... Yeah, we're really not gonna do anything about it unless it's 100% confirmed. Oh, well, I guess we're the ones that gotta go check it out. I mean, we have to. I mean, we're a JRPG protagonist. I mean, we have to put ourselves in dangerous situations like this. I mean, I know I'm not quite at all Kristen, but god damn it, I really want to be so bad. Especially the monster form from Ys 9. Oh god, that's... I still think that was probably his best form, or yeah, best form that he's ever had, in my honest opinion. I mean, yeah, I know there's no beating the classic, but I got a soft spot for his monster form in Ys 9. I just think it's his most badass look that he's ever had. Oh yeah, the NFS Most Wanted has extra races, cars, and a wanted list. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I think I'll probably just hang around over here for a little bit, do some battles, and at least gain another level or so, just so I can be a little bit more durable when heading up to Shrine. Just hang around this little shrine area just so I can, you know, pop in and heal up whenever I need to. Definitely saves having to constantly walk back into town and go to the inn. Ow? That was a hit. Well now, that's the first time in a long time that that's ever happened. So, yeah, remember when I said I was gonna try to shake the rust off? Ah, these mushrooms, I swear. Alright, take two, here we go. Yeah, I swear, like I said, it's been a long time since I'd played this game, and I don't know, maybe the enemy AI is actually starting to wise up a little bit. Hey DK, what's up, man? Yeah, you missed quite a bit of stuff just a little while ago. Aside from the fact that I game overed for the first time in this game in like a long time, which yeah, that's well, honestly, that hasn't happened in a very long time. So. But no, earlier in the stream, I was actually telling some of the other guys here about a bunch of stuff that I got coming up, starting next Saturday, and it just all snowballs from there. Oh no, I feel that there's been times where I really wanted to lay down and just, you know, have a nap to myself, anyways. So. I totally get that. I mean, I'm not that far behind, but But still, I totally get that. But no, I was telling some of the other guys about a bunch of stuff that I got coming up. Oh dear God. Alright, so has there ever been a point in your life where you suddenly think back to something that you did and you know, you just immediately just be like, why the fuck did I even do that? Believe it or not, as much as I know both y'all remember that old name, I'm just sitting there like, why the fuck did I even, you know, bring that there in the first place? Oh God, those were weird times back then, and I'm kind of reliving one of those weird times as I actually, yeah, many times. Yeah, DK, I was talking a little while ago. I'm kind of rewinding a bit here. That the only reason why I'm playing this game right now is, aside from the fact that I really gotta make do on my annual commitment of playing through this game at least once. Oh yeah, probably. You've known me much longer than the old name there. But nah, I decided I wanted to play this game again just because I caught the Let's Playing bug again, and I can't get it out of my head. Oh, you heading up to the store? You gonna get which store are you going to? Soup? You gonna find some good clothes up there? Oh God, that's a classic right there. But yeah, I kind of caught the Let's Playing bug again. I want to give it another shot. I know I've only done it just the one time since was it Link to the Past, and I don't know. I initially thought it was just gonna be a one-off thing, but just going back through it, I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I should try it again. I mean, I'm probably not gonna go like, as all in as I did like way back then, where I was just pretty much going, oh, you're gonna find food at the pants store. We'll get some of Levi's subs while you're up there. Nah, but yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna be jumping back into this whole Let's Playing thing, I'm probably not gonna go as like all in as I did way back, where I was just pretty much doing Let's Plays and stuff as, you know, whenever they came up, as you know, just whenever I kind of felt like it. I mean, if I'm gonna do it, I'm probably gonna, I don't know, maybe do like one a year or one every 6 months or so, depending on how things go. So we'll see how that happens, or see how that plays out. But yeah, on top of all that, I was telling some of the other guys about I'm gonna Let's Play or else what? No, but no, I was telling some of the other guys about a bunch of other stuff that I got, coming up, starting next Saturday. I'm actually gonna be playing at a festival, you know, with a band that I'm in. And I think we're gonna be like the 5th or the 6th to last band playing there. Oh, Misermeyer's on a temporary break. Just don't know how long it's gonna be for. Oof. I hope it's nothing too serious. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that show. And I'm also, I know I've said this before, but I know it doesn't really justify me saying this, or might be way too preemptive, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. I'm gonna be going on tour at the end of next month. I say tour loosely. It's really just a weekender batch of shows. Kind of wish I was open up for Metallica. I mean, I would get stage fright like hell. Seeing that you know, James Hetfield and probably You know, Kirk Hammett's off to the side, just watching me, but I think I'd be more terrified of Lars Ulrich. You know, just writing up some cooler drum patterns and him just giving me that ugly scowl, like, what the fuck? You know? I mean, Rob's cool, though. Don't get me wrong. Rob Trujillo is cool. No, but anyways, oh, the guitar player's got a job out there in Montana. Oof, that's quite a ways. It's quite a ways away there. But yeah, oh, well, hopefully I'll see you when you get back, man. But yeah, I'm getting a little scatterbrained here. But no, I'm actually gonna be doing a weekender show around the end of July, going into August. Just gonna be doing a run of 3 days, and I'm actually getting to play out of state on 2 of those days, which is pretty awesome. I don't think it's gonna be with any like super big bands, but either way, I mean, at least I got to play some shows just outside of nice. If only I got those during those double mushroom encounters. You know, continue whenever it gets back, but you don't know how long the job's gonna be. Well, I mean, I hope it's I mean, I just hope it doesn't last too long. Yeah, I just hope his job out there in Montana doesn't last all that long. Come to Mississippi, oh man, that'd be quite a drive down there. Don't know if the rest of the guys would be up for it. No, but yeah, we're just gonna be doing that run of 3 shows, and then but honestly, with all that stuff that I've mentioned so far, that's not even the best part. So, you ready for this? There's a show coming up, or rather a concert that I'm going to be going to next month on my birthday. Alright? Do you want to know who's all playing on that show? So, there's the lineup, and I'm just going this from memory. I'm not pulling up my phone and taking a look at the flyer or anything, but from memory, from opener to the headliner, we got Face Yourself, which I've only listened to them for maybe like a few minutes a couple of nights ago, and I don't know why. I just really couldn't get into them. I mean, they're signed to Sumerian Records, and yeah, I know it's a relatively big label, but I don't know, I just really couldn't get into Face Yourself. I mean, I know I've heard people just hyping that band up, you know, from here to God knows where. But I mean, at least I tried listening to them. Yeah, next band, it was supposed to have been this one other band called Bilmora, which honestly I haven't heard of those guys up until some pretty serious news came out about their guitarist, who was getting into some pretty suspect stuff. We'll just put it that way. Yeah, it got so bad that you know, after he got the boot, and you know, people were having to go with the band because of all that, their bassist was like, "Yeah, you know what? This whole thing's nuked. We're gone now. Bye." So because of that, and this is not long after they put out an album earlier. Well, I think it was earlier this month or last month. It might have been last month. I don't know. I haven't actually listened to it, and after hearing this bit of news, I'm not going to. But they got replaced by The Last 10 Seconds of Life, which I think that's a much better upgrade. Because I do love the Last 10 Seconds of Life. You know, just straight up, no nonsense, beat down, deathcore goodness. Yeah, I do dig stuff like that. Let's see, who else was on there? Snuffed on Sight's gonna be up there. I listened to a bit of Snuffed on Sight, even more primitive, slammy stuff. Devourment's gonna be there. I love Devourment. And the big one is Hatebreed. Hatebreed is the headliner for that show, and like I said, that's all happening on my birthday. I am going to that show one way or another. I mean, I got to make my birthday, as the best that it possibly can. And I think going to a show like that is the best way to do that. And oh yeah, I think I forgot something back in town, right? I mean, at least I can get a little bit more experience on the way. Yeah, like I said, that's what should have happened whenever I had that double mushroom encounter. But yeah, on top of all that, we're actually in the middle of writing some new music, and I gotta tell you, it's actually a hell of a lot of fun. All right, so one of the biggest issues that I've always had as a musician was trying to write just music in general for whatever bands that I was in at the time. I don't know, maybe it was back then that I just hadn't found the right band to be in, because either I was thinking of something completely different at the time, or I was incapable of writing stuff that whatever bands wanted. Whatever bands wanted at the time there. I'm willing to travel down there. October 17th is the 9th annual Beer and Metal Fest, and they're looking for some bands. Let's see, what day does that fall on? Oh, that's on a Saturday. Ooh. I mean, I might run it. Yeah, actually, let me screenshot that just so I don't forget. I'll run it by the guys whenever I have band practice again. Yeah, I know the flash kind of got in the way, but it didn't block out all the important bits, so that's good. But yeah, I might run that by the guys and see what they want to do. I don't know how many of them are like super crazy about traveling further. Well, further. I mean, all right. So that weekender, the only other two states that we're going to be playing outside of where I'm at, we're going to be hitting up Kentucky and West Virginia. Now, originally, it was supposed to have been Kentucky and then Ohio, and then coming back down to where I'm at. But unfortunately, the guy that wanted to do the show up in Ohio, he was kind of like anxious, or he was just real skittish about it. So that didn't happen. I mean, it's all right. If we're interested, talk to Carrie Thibodeau. I probably butchered that. Is the one running the whole thing. He sings for Killhammer, and he also makes his own beer. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll go ahead and stay over, get all my HP back and stuff. Actually, let me screenshot this too, just I actually have that. Okay, yep, it's there. No, wait, it's the next, oh, Thibodeau, okay. Yeah, I'm not very confident in trying to pronounce other people's names all that well. I mean, I can attempt to try to pronounce some names here and there, especially last names, but I'm not gonna act like that. Oh yeah, I totally know how to say this guy's name or this person's name or whatever. Alright. But yeah, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're working on some new stuff, and believe it or not, I mean, we're only gonna be doing maybe like a 4-song EP. And the funny thing is that out of all those songs, I've actually contributed to 2 of them. Well, I've actually contributed 2 songs overall. And you know that's the weird thing. That's the whole time that I've been playing in other bands. Well, the couple times I've been playing some other bands, I've always had such a hard time just trying to write some material. Oh, it's down there in Gulfport at the racetrack. Okay. God, there's a lot of mushrooms there. Beware of the forest mushrooms. Oh, God. That's such a catchy song. I don't care who says what. Honestly, I don't know if I'd see myself covering anything from a Super Mario RPG now that I think about it. I mean, yeah, you could say that I technically did, you know, the fight against Kulex, or Kulex, however you pronounce that one boss's name. I think it's Kulex. You know, the hidden super boss of the game. Hopefully Corby will be back in time so maybe you can play it. I hope so too, and I mean, if you guys do play it, please, if anyone's able to, get some video of it. I actually want to see you guys just go. I want to see you guys just tear it up out there. And I'm reasonably sure that maybe at that festival, one of the, either I'm gonna record our set, or maybe our guitarists, or I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna go about doing that, but we're gonna try to get some footage of that show somehow. And I'm pretty sure that you've seen me play live a couple times. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me though. But I know you've seen me play. I mean, you've seen how hard I can go. Just like, I mean, when I'm getting into the music, I mean, I'm getting into it. Oh, you got the Samarian Princess up for sale? Nice, nice. Now, you said that you guys have already released that, or are you still, or is it still just a ways away from being released? Sorry, I gotta kind of work out this thing on my neck here. I say that as I'm just rotating my my shoulder a little bit, because it's this one spot down here in the below my neck, right where it meets the shoulder. It's been feeling a little bit stiff. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm either sleeping wrong or what. I was kind of feeling that a couple days ago, actually. Just feel like I got a little bit of a stiff neck in places. At least I got a little massage gun I can use to kind of get that ironed out there. Okay, yeah, I already got that. Oh, it's gonna be out very soon. You got it down to 8 tracks. Got the mixing and all that done. Just getting the liner notes and stuff done up, and should be aiming for an August release. hey, just keep me updated on that, and I'll definitely give it a listen. And you know, I still got to work on some stuff for Enigma Protocol. I mean, so far I've got like 6 songs out, and I'm gonna try to aim for 2 more and go back and rework some of that stuff. Well, re-record. Well, I mean, I gotta re-record everything anyways, just because I've gotten so much better. Well, much better guitar tones, better equipment, and all that, and I'm still kind of working my ears a little bit in terms of mixing. Oh, dude, you got ow? Oh, who do you got a chance to see up here? Of course the Knights aren't gonna leave. It's not like I'm gonna get back up in time anyways. Oh, you're gonna get a chance to see White... Okay. If I remember right, I think they got a tour coming up around the end of the year. I mean, yeah, I know they do their whole Christmas thing, and I'm pretty sure this tour actually falls during their little Christmas thing up there in Knoxville. I'm trying to remember the whole lineup there. I want to say there's this one band called Netherwalker. They're the Knights who say neat, neat. If I could right now, I could totally slip on my rabbit of Cherbanog or Carabanog, however you say that. The killer rabbit slippers. Okay, you know what? You know what? Now that we just mentioned that, if there's one thing from Monty Python and the Holy Grail that I really wish I did have, it would have to be the it would have to be the Black Beast of hat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. As soon as I said that, I'm on eBay right now. I saw one. I saw a listing of it. I saw a listing of the Black Beast of I saw a listing for that hat. And you know what? I'm really thinking about getting it. I legit am thinking about getting it. Oh, you got a shirt that says that? Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries. Now go away before I taunt you a second time. Oh my god. You know, I think there might be a shirt, you know, with the Black Knight, you know, it's got all of his limbs cut off, and I think it just says, you know, is this a scratch or is this a flesh wound on there somewhere? But one way or another, I really want to get, you know what? I'm gonna do it right now, actually. I am gonna be getting that Black Beast hat. You've been on a Monty Python kick lately, and you watched Holy Grail and Life of Brian recently. Nice, nice. Hey, you know, I gotta rewatch the Holy Grail. Okay, at least got an offer for another CD that I was looking at, but unfortunately, due to a very terrible person who has way too much power, in my honest opinion, I have to pay way more than I should on this CD. But hopefully, hopefully if they do a re-release or something like that, I might get it then. But nah, I am getting that Black Beast hat. I don't care who says what. I don't care how ridiculous it looks on me. I am getting this fucking thing. Because I've wanted one of those hats for a while now, actually. I mean, I can't believe it. We started talking about Monty Python, and it's like it was just meant to be. It was just so meant to be. I mean, you know what? All right. So it seems like after that 1 week that I had last week, actually, where I felt like everything was going to total shit, things are really starting to pick up now. I mean, the Hatebreed show coming up next month on my birthday. Now ordering the Monty Python the Monty Python hat. I feel like things are definitely picking back up, and yeah. I mean, aside from me game overing earlier, which, I mean, that was probably bound to happen anyways, as I hadn't played this game in quite a long time. Well, too long, actually. Well, too long by my standards, at least. I mean, this is one of my all-time favorite games, but... Nah, yeah, things are picking up a little bit. I mean, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to wait about another day or so before they can actually ship out the hat, because it's Juneteenth, and they can't really ship anything out, today anyways. I mean, I say that as yeah, I don't think I told you yet, DK, but I actually ordered myself another guitar this morning, and it probably won't be here until next week. But it's one that I've actually had my eye on, and it's a beauty. It's a nice purple beauty. We'll just say that. Yeah, Alright, so you're giving us a track listing. Okay, so we got Come Get Some as the intro, Jester's March, Made Their Choice, Sky Comes Falling, Into the Void. I'm guessing, nah, that's probably not based on the Black Sabbath song Into the Void, which that song's a fucking banger. Take the Crown, Redneck by Lamb of God, and Knock You Down. Seems like a pretty solid lineup of tracks so far. Oh wait, you know, I just realized I think he was kind of giving me the whole the long and short of this album. A lot of it is gonna be like Final Fantasy references. I almost forgot about Into the Void with Final Fantasy V. And then, yeah, Jester's March, Kefka, just being the lovable psychopath that he is. Yeah, Into the Void's based on Final Fantasy V. Yeah, it just hit me. it just hit me harder than Omega and Shinryu, especially Omega. God. And of course, yeah, as soon as I finally start making the connection, it all starts falling into place. Knock You Down. Okay, Garland. Sky Comes Falling Down is Sephiroth versus Cloud. Yeah, the big meteor. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. I'm trying to pin some of the other ones to other games. I mean, yeah, Jester's March. I already said it was Kefka, Final Fantasy VI. And you said Into the Void was Final Fantasy V. Sky Comes Falling Down is from 7. Knock You Down, Garland. I'm trying to remember. I think it was the first Final Fantasy. It's been way too long since. Yeah, been way too long since I either played Final Fantasy 1 or even watched Let's Play of Final Fantasy 1 for that matter. Take the Crown's FF2 Emperor. Oh yeah, that's right. The whole continent is under siege from the Empire, and you're just slowly taking back all these towns and stuff, right? Almost forgot about that. Oh, almost forgot about this too. Forgot to get the power potion to Lufia there to give her a little bit more HP to, well, kind of get close to where I'm at least. A newt. I got better. Come on, you knew I had to say that. Yeah, knock you down as Garland. Garland, will knock you all down. Yeah, you know, if I gotta wonder. I mean, if you would have added a couple more songs in there, like I don't know what you would have done for, say, like a Final Fantasy IV one. I don't know, maybe base it around you know, Cecil going from a Dark Knight to a Paladin. You know, just casting aside his darkness and being like, all right. It's time I joined the light side. I mean, aside from the fact that the Empire was doing some pretty shitty things anyways, like having me deliver this bomb ring to this town full of mages and summoners and stuff and wiping out damn near everybody. Oh yeah, and killing the Mist Dragon before all that. Man, I've got to give me some better stuff here. It is. And I don't know why. For some reason, I'm trying to think of, you know, how you would probably tie Final Fantasy VIII into this somehow. Yeah, Power Gourd, nice. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and solve some of this other stuff here. Small knife, don't need that. Dress, cloth, don't need that. Oh, you got one for Final Fantasy IV called Mass Hypnosis, but it hasn't been worked on yet. Oh, can't wait to hear that, how that one sounds. I'll just go for a club right now, because I'm just going to give that... Yeah, do all that. Probably take off the dress. No, not like that. Not like that. Just grab a robe. Yeah, I think that's probably the best we're going to get at this point anyways. Mm. Yeah, Kane and Golbez were both brainwashed and hypnotized by to follow Zemus. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I remember. Yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and overwrite that. Because I've beaten this game way too many times as it is. I'll probably just grab just a batch of arrows, just be on the safe side. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we should be alright. Alright, now we should be okay. Yeah. Here I am buying a bunch of items and yeah, I'm out of it right now. Well, at least I got my HP back up. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, you know what? Well, let's say I'm getting some extra experience. Oh, come get some Final Fantasy X. Jack telling Titus to... Oh yeah, at the end of Dreams and the Cycle of Death. Right, right. Yeah, I'll keep this going until I get my my character another level here, and then I'll go back into town. I think by this point I should have enough money to, well, rest up at the end. Yeah, most of these guys we can manage. Oh, good thing she didn't get poisoned there. Stairs over here. Neck. Okay. Yeah, that guy from Doom Island. Still got some really upbeat port town music. You got lyrics for a couple more songs that haven't even been written on, and most of them don't even involve Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, what other concepts did you have just outside of wanting to do like, you know, some Final Fantasy based stuff? You know what? I think now I'll go ahead and save here. Alright, so now we go to the East Cave. Let me get a little bit of everything here. Let's see, I'll flash that. Hit him. Huh, surprised actually did enough damage to actually kill the spider. Nice. I'm trying to hang on as much magic as I can. Especially when I got this guy over here. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna use flash on the nettles there. Just to get him out of the way. Or get that thing out of the way. And then kill the bat. It's not very simple, but just kill the bat. Of course, here I am saying I want to try to save my magic as much as I can, and here I am just going through my magic. I mean, I know Flash is only like 2 MP, so... Got one called Blight Knight's Revenge, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. And you know, I have yet to play a single Fire Emblem game, believe it or not. Oh, Cobalt's nice. Okay, that kind of hurt. Well, at least we got a mid-air out of that, so that's really cool. I want to try to get as much as I can, well, mid-airs in general. Yeah, I figured she ain't strong enough to take out the spider in one hit. Well, at least we got some multi-targeting spells now. Well, a multi-targeting spell, my bad. Alright. You got one called Sword Dancer. Don't even need to let me know where that's from. To be honest with you, I'm racking my brain right now trying to remember. I mean, I know the only sword. Oh, it's a good thing we managed to get Duke out there in time before they started throwing up the mirrors. Yeah, kill the one that just took their attack. Well, at least they didn't go after Luffy there. Oh yeah, Tails series. That's right. Ah. I'm trying to think of a bunch of different sword wielders in the Tails series. I mean, aside from Kless, Luke, Yuri, Mila. It's probably damn near like 70% of the cast, or maybe 60-70% of the cast in the Tails series, well, playable characters in the Tails series that are sword wielders. Oh yeah, I'll be back in a little bit again. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. Super Boss from Symphonia is Sword Dancers 1, 2, and 3. And if I remember right, I think we get the same Sword Dancer from Tales of the Abyss. And one that's still being written, placeholder name's Lying Fairy. You're not talking about Navi, are you? I mean, honestly, I don't know if there's really anybody, or at least that I know of, that actually really likes Navi. I don't know about Tattle from Majora's Mask, but I mean, yeah, Tattle may have a bit of more of a mouth on her than oh, Aerie from Bravely Default. I actually need to play through that because I mean I gotta play some more good RPGs, and I think they actually came out with a remastered version of Bravely Default not too long ago. Oh god, this song. Oh yeah, for the Switch too, and I think they also did that for PC as well. Yeah, this song, I swear, just covering this song and with the instrument choices that I made and with what I was going through at the time, yeah, it was actually hard covering this one. And I'm actually welling up right now. Just thinking about it. Oh, Ares the fairy that works with you through the whole game, helps you, and oh yeah, it's a double-crossing bastard. I don't know why, but I know it's been a very, very long time since I last played it, but for some reason I can't help but think of Terra Enigma. Because if I remember correctly, you had a little fairy demon companion with you throughout the whole game, Yomi, who is kind of the same way. Was working with you the entire time, but later on, you find out he's actually working, not necessarily, well, he's kind of working for Dark Gaia, and I guess as soon as you get reincarnated, Yomi's like, yeah, you know what, let's just kill, you know, the reincarnation of Ark. But I mean, at least you find the light side Yomi, who's actually willing on helping you, instead of kind of leading you down this path where you think that you're actually helping everyone. Well, I mean, you kind of are. You are reviving the world after all. But then it's like, yeah, your job's done. You've brought the world back to back to the place where it needs to be. You brought back all plant life, you brought back human life, both good and evil aspects of human life, like Dr. Baruga, for instance. Oh, this is gonna be bad. So I guess this is 2 times now, huh? Yep. This is gonna be a long stream, I just know it. Yeah. So yeah, I had way more rust than I thought I did. Or maybe this AI is just getting way, way smarter. And it's like, yeah, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity for us to, you know, get back at this guy. Yeah. Even though the title screen changes after she turns on the party, the subtitle of the game is Where the Fairy Flies, and afterwards, some of the letters black out. It says, "Oh, yeah." Yep. Okay, you know what? With as how bad as this thing's been going so far. Wait, how's no, I can't even check experience right now. Well, you know, you can't with this game. I played this so many times, and there's a couple things that I'm, you know, forgetting about it just now all of a sudden. Yeah. Anyways, I'm probably just gonna wind up maybe doing just a touch of grinding just to get another level for both of us. Because you know what, I might as well just take the extra level. Just so I'd have a little bit more of a safety net for this upcoming boss battle. Wait, hold on, what does that say? Oh, hey man, what's up? Oh, GoldenEye with the Alright, so that whole thing there, the Tourette's Eye thing that I did, so what I did is that I actually, I took some gameplay off my N64, back when I was still using this little capture card. I just recorded the game from there with the sounds and stuff in there. But all the Tourette's guy's sounds, I actually had a, I mean, I still got a whole folder of some of his lines and stuff, and I just put them in there by hand. So it's not it's not a mod by any means. It's just regular gameplay footage, and I just threw in some Tourette's guy sound clips because. Well, I mean, I think it was one of the most ridiculous one-off videos that I've done, but I thought it was actually I thought it was actually pretty funny. And I think what made it even funnier is that maybe it was you know, when YouTube was starting to make some of its changes, you know, with like oh, you know, you gotta make sure all your stuff is you know, appropriately labeled as like age restricted or not made for kids and all that other kind of stuff, which honestly, with all the stuff that's been going around, I don't think kids should really be on YouTube, if you ask me. But then again, I mean, we're in the age of the internet where I think damn near everybody lied about getting on you know, like on some sites or whatever it is. But yeah, I know we've all done that. You thought about making all the Steam Deck sounds, Tourette's guy stuff. I mean, I think all I just did like a Google search, or, well, I shouldn't, I should stop saying Google search because, honestly, fuck Google, with all the AI nonsense going on, but, I mean, I just did a search, just looking for, you know, a Tourette's guy sound pack or a sample. Nice! Yeah, just a Tourette's guy sound pack, and I just used that. And I think there was a few others. I don't know exactly what year this that sound pack cuts off at, because I think they've there was some more Tourette's guy videos that's come out since then. All I remember about one of them is how it ended with just being in the house with all those empty beer cans and stuff. You know. Yeah, for some reason, some of the messages don't really come up on the side chat, but they do kind of come up here on the main chat down here, which is why I got the extra stuff down there. Yeah, got some annoying. Oh, you're wondering how you know, Navi's gonna be in the remake of Ocarina of Time. Just hope she won't be, you know, so fucking annoying. Yeah, I kind of hope not. I just gotta wonder exactly how they're gonna go about doing the okay, that's probably why some of the messages weren't coming up, is apparently I had it set to top chat instead of live chat. But yeah, hey, Listen, listen. Dude, for real, shut up. You have to save the world. I'm surprised that I could actually hit that. No, yeah, that room full of beer cans was just insane, and just how that whole thing ended with Danny being at the top of the stairs, just yelling out, just like, "Hey, And he just throws something at the kid. It's like, move! That shit was so funny. I can't believe I actually used to watch. Eliza's got a YouTube channel, but yeah, you know that makes sense. That makes sense there. But no, yeah, I actually had done that too. Watched all kinds of R-rated movies when I was younger. All right, so I think I distinctly remember one of the first R-rated movies that I seen, and it's still one of my all-time favorites, Desperado, with Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek. And I don't think I've seen that little scene with Antonio and Selma just getting it on in the room later on in the movie, but I do remember the shootouts. I do remember the language and stuff. Yeah, that movie was something else there. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, I played Perfect Dark for the first time back in like 2000, and I was only like 9 years old at the time. And hell, even Doom when I was even younger than that. So I'm perfectly fine, I think. Oh, you gotta wonder on the remake if they're gonna go, you know, like the Twilight Princess route or Breath of the Wild or so. I kind of gotta wonder that too. I gotta wonder how that's gonna play out there. You're gonna be 43 next month? Well, happy birthday in the meantime. I guess I'm not the only one getting older next month. You think everyone your age will probably watch the same stuff as, yeah. They might be adding some more temples that were cut from the game, like Light Temple, an actual Ice Temple, and a Wind Temple. You know what? I gotta wonder if they're gonna do that. I know they already had what's that one sage, the Light Sage, Rauru or something, I think. I know he's like the first sage you see once you get into the future as adult Link, 7 years on. But I gotta wonder, who would they, have as like the sage for the Ice Temple or the Wind Temple, for instance? Because I know they had was it Saria as the one for the Forest Temple. They had Princess Ruto for Water Temple. Was it Darunia for Fire Temple? Naburu for the Spirit Temple, and I can't remember her name, but I know she was supposed to be Impa, that's it. For Shadow Temple. I gotta wonder who they would have for everybody else, though. The updated visuals and the gameplay, and then I mean, we'll see how that plays out whenever it comes out. Neck. All right, so we're all level 6 there. Oh, you think? Oh, okay. So they're gonna make it like an actual temple, not just like a mini dungeon like it was back then, right? Gotta wonder if they're gonna be toning down all the spooky stuff. Well, I hope not. I mean, they better keep that stuff in, especially for, like, you know, the bottom of the well and especially the Shadow Temple. And you know, I gotta wonder, are they gonna do like they did with the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time, where if you beat the game once, you unlock a Master Quest, and they're gonna have it play out the same way? Oh, this is actually one of my all-time favorite Super Nintendo games. Granted, I've game overed on it twice, which is something that hasn't happened in a very long time, but considering the fact that I haven't played this game in quite a while, I'm still kind of shaking off the rust. Yeah, I mean, I really love Lufia 2. I haven't played that one near as much as I had this one. And the Guardian Legends is your favorite NES game. I actually need to check out some more NES titles, believe it or not. You know, I think we'll be okay. Famous last words, I know. Wind Temple might be just another mini dungeon combining Forest and Wind Temples together. Okay. Well, let's see how this is gonna play out. Yeah, I'll just say go for broke. Good hit there. Oh, wow, they're actually opening up at Dew. Hoping they have the gameplay up to, like, Twilight Princess and have the difficulty modes right there at the start. Okay, we got one of them pretty early. That's not too bad. But actually, I want to keep my mouth shut because I'm pretty sure they're going to start using mirror. Ah! Called it! I called it right there. I know that's not doing a whole lot of damage, but at least I got another one of them right there. Ooh. Okay, I gotta heal up pretty soon. Hey, you know what? Okay, I think we should be okay now. Yeah, just go for it. I think we about got him anyways. Oh yeah, we got him. I would have laughed if that hit from Lufia was actually able to. Nice. Okay, that one was a little bit dicey, but we got through it at least. Your favorite SNES games are Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy IV, Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, Secret of Mana, and Illusion of Gaia. And I'd probably say oh, you got people upset about them doing another remake of Ocarina of Time, thinking that it's gonna take away from the next Legend of Zelda game. Yeah, I mean, if they were gonna do another Legend of Zelda entry, I don't know how they're gonna go about doing this, because I mean, we've already had like the open world thing twice from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, yeah, I understand, you know, you kind of do something for so long and you kind of want to change it up a little bit. I mean, we've gotten kind of the same top-down thing from, let's see, the first Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Standard and DS. Oh, you got the Star Fox remake on pre-order? Nice. Yeah, I think I heard some people say something about the designs of some of the characters there. Oh, the new Zelda's probably gonna be another open world to complete this. But you know what? I mean, I could probably see that. Just kind of round out that whole era, or that whole timeline, or portion of the timeline. God, I remember you telling me something about the Legend of Zelda timeline and just how convoluted it is. You know, games just kind of popping up before or after one another, and then you get some branching off in different paths and whatnot. You got some games belonging in their own universe. If they wind up doing another Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, whatever, for a third time, it's probably not going to do as well, because kind of happened with Prime 4, journalists saying that it's another open world escort mission. If they weren't so damn expensive, I'd definitely be playing some Prime right about now, or I'd definitely be getting me a copy of some of the Prime games. It's so convoluted that Tears of the Kingdom created its own new timeline. Just gotta wonder how they're gonna go about it, since Ganon was already defeated in Tears of the Kingdom. You know, if they are gonna do a third game, this is gonna sound really crazy coming from me, and I know I'm pulling from a completely different series, but Justice for Vati. God. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. You know, maybe do like another antagonist or something other. I mean, yeah, I know Ganon is like the central antagonist of the Legend of Zelda series for the most part. I mean, hell, I know they kind of brought him back for a little bit in one of the Oracle games. I think it was yeah, I think it was Seasons that they brought him back. No way, I think it was both. One of the others. God, I'm getting things mixed up again, aren't I? Oh, you're playing Returnal with the Samus mods? Nice, nice. But no. What I was thinking of was, I mean, if they were gonna do a third open world Zelda game, you know, have like a different antagonist in there, just to kind of round out that part of the storyline. Because for some reason, I started thinking about Mega Man X8, because we all know that Sigma, he was the central antagonist for the X series, and when X8 came around, we thought that okay, so this Lumine character who got kidnapped, you know, they were just I mean, yeah, they seem like a pretty integral part of the whole story here. They were part of the whole Jacob project. You know, this big elevator that's supposed to take us up to the moon and hopefully begin the search for Mega Man Volnut. Nah, someone get him off that moon. Give us a third Legends game, for Christ's sakes. We've been begging for one for like the past 14, 15 years or so. Yeah, I was partly right about Ganon coming back for some of the if Link to the Other Oracle game. Yeah, I was a little bit unsure about that one because I knew he appeared in one of the Oracle games. I just couldn't remember if it was one or the other, or if it had to be like okay, so you play one, or you play them in whatever sequence, like one after the other, if they're, you know, linked up, you know, password system and all that other stuff. I just couldn't remember the exact details on that, because it's been so long. But no, going back to X8, Lumine was supposed to be this central figure to the whole Jacob project, and you know, we thought, you know, Sigma was behind this thing all along, but then it turns out it's actually Lumine who's pulling the strings. It's like, all right, so you beat Sigma for like the 8th time in a row, so you must be happy. But yeah, yeah. By the way, all those advanced Reploids and stuff, or these other robots we got that's supposed to, copy, whatever it is they want to, and just make whatever it is that we want. Yeah, that's gonna be like the new thing now, and you can't stop it. Okay, so for all the villains they've had Ganon, Ganondorf, Vati, Dark Link. Just stand in the corner and stab him. Let's see, Nightmare. Yeah, I remember Nightmare in the Windfish egg. Onyx and Varan. Yeah. Majora. Yeah, I remember that freaky mask. Vellum, Chancellor Cole, Yuga, Lady Maud, Demise, and Null. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that Ganon was like the central thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of him as like another Sigma Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily. For fuck's sakes, I don't know why I said it like that. Oh, it's Mega Man 8 all over again. It's Dr. Wily. Was Ganon kind of dead in all three times? Maybe, I guess. Entangled was sick. Oh shit! I just realized I'm out of the MP for doing spells. Yeah, Dr. Wowie. Ganon is like Ridley. I don't know. I don't know if I'd see Ganon kidnapping babies. Well, namely the Metroid baby. The baby. Okay, I've seen a couple of GIFs of that little bit. Okay, we got a free small knife. More money there. Yeah, the Tangle Avatar. Yeah, remember that. I kind of remember seeing a couple of GIFs of that little Metroid thing with the Samus just looking up and just saying the baby. And then her just walking up to Ridley holding the baby Metroid and just pulling up her arm cannon sleeve, revealing a clenched fist with a lot of muscle just ready to pound the living shit out of Ridley. And you know what? I think after I'm done with this stream, I might actually go watch that. To see if it's just one whole continuous thing or if it's just, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I should sell off some of my stuff, get some more money. Let's see. Prime 4, swear it's got no Metroids, no Ridley, no Kraid, no Space Pirates outside of the intro. Maybe it might be another, yeah, what did I need? Oh yeah, it's a cloth helmet, that's right. Oh, thanks to Danielle for making you lose a bet and... Oh, so... Yeah, the Tingle Avatar was... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I really don't consider myself a betting man, if I'm being honest with you. And she rides a motorcycle. She rides a motorcycle. Come on, you know how to do that. Alright. So how many mid-arrows do I have? 2. You got to! You got to! I always have to say that anytime, anything with 2 comes up there. Yeah. Even Prime 2 had some Metroids. Yeah. Yeah. It's been so long since I last seen or even played a tiny bit of any of the Prime games. Samus ride the goddamn... Yeah. You call him Thunder Horse. Thunder. Thunder. Thunder Horse. I don't have the grit to do Nathan Explosion vocals. I'm sure somebody in here does, but I don't. If only I really could do vocals, actually. That would be pretty awesome. The problem is, I don't know what kind of vocal style I want to go for, and let alone something that would actually be fitting for Enigma Protocol, because, oh, the 2 extra characters that I got that according to my little sort of thrown together haphazardly lore, I've got 2 characters in there that are vocalists. Maybe? Oh, yeah, that's right. I think I remember you telling me about that on one of the other streams about how, I think I was playing Parasite Eve when you mentioned that, about how Samus is riding around on a motorcycle, and the whole thing about the open world music being locked behind an amiibo. Yeah, I don't know why, you know, they do that kind of stuff. Yeah. Dude's okay. At least against those boar worms. I don't know why, whenever I see that enemy boar worm, I'm just sitting there thinking, where the hell is the band of the same name? Because I've been waiting for some new music from those guys for like God knows how long. You could do Nathan Explosion, but your throat would probably explode. Your style is kind of more the Phil Labonte or Randy Blythe. I mean, I can definitely hear a bit more Randy Blythe in your voice there. I mean, that's just me, but I can definitely hear a bit more Randy in there. The Dune popcorn bucket. Oh, you mean the one with the? I think it was shaped like a worm or something like that. I don't know if it's the same exact worm that I'm thinking of, the Shai Halud. I think that's how you say that. All I know is that there's a band, a metal band that they kind of broke up several years ago. I think they named themselves Shai Halud, and I think that was the big worm from Doom. Dune, not Doom. I'm losing it today. What the fuck? Okay, anyways, on to better things here. Eliza went to the movies for the 2nd time. Oh, what'd y'all see? Could do with a little bit more damage there. On them, not us. Hear Obsession killing it in theater. I mean, I've heard a little bit about Obsession, but I've never actually checked it out. Oh, she went to go see Toy Story 5? Nice, nice. I'm surprised that series is still going on for as long as it has been. I mean, to be honest with you, I've only seen just the first movie, and then I kind of stopped. I mean, not because I thought, you know, oh, everything else after this is going to be bad. It's just... I mean, I've seen the first Toy Story fair amount of times when I was younger, but I never really saw anything else beyond that. I mean, the only thing that I heard about Toy Story 5 is I think the whole plot or the whole premise is about you know, getting sucked into was it electronics and stuff, you know, like tablets and phones and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember you telling me about that guy who was just constantly running his mouth throughout the whole film. I'm surprised that nobody punched that dude's lights out. It's like, dude, shut the hell up. We're trying to watch a good movie here. You know, I'm gonna flash that bat. I don't care if it might be a little bit overkill. I want one of those, well, most of those guys dead at the very least. Oh, Luffy should be able to take care of that bat with no problem now. Just wish I get some more kobolds. not boar worms. I still wanted some new music, damn it. Come on, Nate and Mike and everybody else. Make some good quality death metal. I'm dying for it. Opal, more money. Man. Yeah, Bonnie gets this kind of a tablet called a lily pad, and it causes problems for the toys because they think she's taking over. All right, I'm trying not to sound like that kind of guy, but for some bizarre reason, I can't help but think of the whole thing for the first Toy Story, where you've already had all your other established toys. You got Woody, Mr. Potato Head, Ham, Rex, Slinky, was it Bo Peep, and a bunch of other ones there. And we get introduced to Buzz Lightyear, but all the other toys, well, yeah, we get introduced to Buzz Lightyear. Woody gets a bit jealous about him, and well, it's because all the other toys are pretty much giving Buzz their attention. Then it turns out after hardships and whatnot that Buzz and Woody become good friends. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd see Toy Story 5 playing out the same exact way, where you got all these toys here. They get really jealous about midair. Now, if I can get a bunch more of those, would be in really good shape. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know if I'd see all the other toys getting really jealous about this tablet just taking the attention away from this kid, and then through whatever stuff that happens, they all become good friends with the... put me to sleep. Well, it's a good thing I didn't have Lufia take her turn just yet. Oh, yeah, you better get down there before it gets really bad. Yeah, I don't want you getting rained on. I mean, I actually had quite a bit of rain hit here yesterday. We were supposed to have been getting some thunderstorms and stuff happening either later on tonight or sometime this weekend. Which really sucks because I know I gotta get out there and mow my grass pretty soon, because it's starting to get up there. Yeah, Obsession broke records, reverse box office, started growing over the time. Only other film to do that was Jaws, where it just doubled per week. Actually passed 300 million. Oh, it made $300 million since its release out of a $750,000 budget. You saw Masters of the... Oh, Tropical Storm's coming. Oh, okay. Okay, that I didn't hear about, actually. Yeah, you saw Masters of the Universe and you really liked it. Yeah, I knew they came out with a recent take on Masters of the Universe. I haven't actually seen the original one. I think Dolph Lundgren stars in that one. Not this one though. The old one. Kind of like the Punisher. Yeah, I actually need to go back and I was going back and rewatching some clips from the first two Punishers. The first one with Dolph Lundgren, and then the second one with Thomas Jane. Now that I mentioned it, I want to try to find a band that at least opens up a song or an album with a very particular quote from the first Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. The scene where Frank Castle is in prison. Oh, Dolph makes a cameo as the mentor. Okay, all right. That's actually pretty cool there. But no, the scene where Frank is in jail. that other cop buddy of his, I forgot what his name is. I know the actor Lou Gossard. Nice mid-air, Mert level. The only thing you're worried about is Jared Leto as a skeleton. Oh god. I hope the fucking guy, he doesn't say it's scaling time and he scales all over the place. I'm sorry I had to bring up that meme, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know I've heard all the stuff about Morbius being really bad. I know I heard some of the stuff about, you know, I think it was Suicide Squad or whatever it is, just being kind of I don't know. I mean, believe it or not, I didn't actually know this for the longest time. I didn't know that Jared Leto actually had a band going before he broke out in the movies. I think he was the vocalist for, I want to say it was 30 Seconds to Mars or something other. Not that I would know that, because I really don't listen to 30 Seconds to Mars. Or a lot of, like, alternative emo stuff. Maybe outside of bands like Good Charlotte or Jimmy Eat World. I still love Jimmy Eat World. I don't care who says what. You know, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Punisher, the first one. With Dolph. 30 Seconds to Mara. Yeah. God, 30 Seconds to Mara. That'd be like, was it some of the guys from the Persona series trying to write an emo song? You can quote me on that one. But yeah, the first Punisher with Dolph Lundgren, I'm getting my mid-airs, like, okay, I'm getting a pretty decent amount of them there. That's actually not that bad. But the quote that I was thinking of, Lou Gossard Jr.'s character comes in, you know, has a talk with Frank. You know, he tells Frank, like, you're sick, you know that? Oh, you got the Bleed American CD? Nice, nice. I think I've got almost all their albums, save for, like, the first two. Yeah, I don't actually have the first two CDs, or maybe it's the first three. I know I don't have Clarity and everything else before that. All I've got is Bleed American and everything else after that, or most everything else after that. But no, they're a good band actually. I do like my my alternative rock every now and then, just when I'm in the mood. I know I prefer some of the heavier stuff, but no issue. Just nice. No problem kicking back and enjoying some kind of laid back rockin' tunes every now and then. Oh, the problem. What, the new He-Man? Oh yeah, that's right. The He-Man movie. Yeah, that's right. I've seen a couple of comments about that. I don't know if they're serious. I'm not gonna act like that they're serious, because I mean, He-Man, that's some classic stuff right there. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's just a name. I mean, that's how I see it. Drain. Nice. But getting sidetracked like 20 times here. Lou Gossard, you know, he tells Dolph, like, you're sick, you know that? And Dolph looks up at him and says, I'm not mad. And Lou says back to him, what the fuck do you call 125 murders in 5 years, huh? And the line that gets me every single time is Dolph saying, work in progress. I either want to find a band that opens up with that line in particular, or I'll just get a recording of that line. What the fuck do you call 125 murders in 5 years? Work in progress, and have that open up a song, or at least open up an album. Because honestly, that would go pretty fucking hard. Oh, no. Well, it's a good thing we're walking into an HP tile. So, that's not that bad. I'm calling it right now. Maybe one or two more battles in the foul water will probably already wear off. Yeah, I'll just kill one of the nettles, because I know those guys can put me to sleep. And I can always have everybody else go after the bat. Yep, I can have everyone go after the bat. Yeah, they're dead serious about that. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not really surprised. Guys, it's just... It's a fucking movie. The film created so many memes. Do you lift, bro? Skeletor, The Office Skeletor. Oh, God. Oh, God, what else? Okay, I don't know why, but I was thinking back to the fucking Morbin Time meme that I just butchered. Not as much as the movie butchered itself. I was thinking back to that because there was another video that I saw. What am I like? Okay, we got a decent amount of mid arrows there, so I think we should be in good shape. Oh yeah, I mean if I get any more along the way, that'll be even better. But I'm just thinking back to that dumb fucking Morbin Time meme. Just remember watching another video from another gear-related channel, Plagueside Studios, where he was going over some pieces of gear that Meshuggah used back on some of their albums, like Catch 33, the reissue or remix or remaster or whatever reissue of Nothing and Obzen. Just going over some of the gear that they used and try to recreate some of their sounds. I think I remember, was it someone left a comment on his video, and I think he replied to it with the kind of a take on. Nice, we're at 7 now. Kind of a take on the Morbin Time meme, but I think it says like. And you know what the best part is yeah, the best part of all that is when he said it's Sugar time, and he shugged all over the place. Oh, the problem with that film was it was not so much Jared Leto, it was just the whole film was just really. Okay, I feel like the game is starting to apologize to me right now. It's like, yeah, those 2 times that we killed you there. Yeah, we're sorry about that. Here, let's go ahead and give you as many mid arrows as you need, because you're gonna need them for this next boss here. Yeah, no matter what, nobody could have saved that film. Yeah. Hell, I don't even know if even adding Steven Seagal to Morbius would have made that film even better. No, I just thought of something. I mean, I can't imagine. What was it? Fucking, Steven Seagal and Morbius, and he'd be like, "It's Morbin time." Just mumble that shit. Oh, the Meshuggah face and Wolf in Wall Street. Man. Okay, you know what? I know I was already on eBay earlier, and I already got me a piece of merchandise. Just after talking about Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I kind of want to look around for another particular piece of merch. And believe it or not, it's not one that I've actually wanted to get for a long time, but it's just now that I just thought of, now that you mentioned that. There's this band that I listen to called After the Burial. They're more like progressive metalcore, gent kind of stuff, but man, do those guys, they shred. They shred on guitar, and they make me feel insignificant. I've seen those guys live once, and that was before one of their guitar players, Justin Lowe, ultimately took his own life after dealing with a lot of just schizophrenic episodes and whatnot. It was, yeah, it was bad. But I remember them having a shirt that had Leonardo DiCaprio doing the Meshuggah face. And this was around the time when they put out an album called Wolves Within, and they had a song called, the close of the album called A Wolf Amongst Ravens. You can imagine just how that shirt how the design of that shirt was laid out there. Yeah, they tried to cut a rated R film down to PG, but they took out the effects in the trailer. It looks unfinished. Oof. Yeah, that's not a good sign right there. All right, so let's see how this boss battle goes. I'm a little bit concerned though, but we'll try to make it work. I'm just gonna go mid arrows on everybody there because these guys get like a ton of HP. Well, at least they all didn't go after Lufia, so that's good. Are we gonna spread out They're actually spreading out the attacks. Oh, this is gonna get interesting. I kind of would have preferred that they had at least focused on one of the goblins at a time, just to whittle them down even more. Oh, you got a free trophy for doing nothing? Wow. Okay, you know what? You gotta heal yourself up. And you know what? I think they're low enough to where me and Agiro can actually take them on with their physical attacks, and maybe Lufia can join in with a good flash or two. Maybe a dew. If they're still standing. You know what? Never mind the dew. She's got to save herself because she's getting low. Yep. Yeah, she's getting low on HP. I gotta heal. And you know what? I'll get Agiro some HP because he definitely needs it as well. Or not. You know what? That fight wasn't actually all that bad. "100% Explorer." Well, you kind of did, but the map says 99 as you died during the fight and you wanted to go get map completion somewhere else. You booted the game up and you got a trophy. Okay. I mean, either the game itself is kind of just trying to register all that, or maybe it's just acting like one of the Simpsons games where it was like, all right, so you start a brand new game. Hey, you got a trophy for just simply starting up the game. Why? Yeah, you know, I'll just go ahead and rest up here, and I'll go ahead and save here, and yeah. So yeah, so far with this game, I really need to shake off the rust. Yeah, dying was twice in this game so far early on. It's yeah, it's not a good sign. That's I really needed to practice on this game quite a bit, but yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Probably gonna go grab me something to eat in a little bit. But yeah, it was actually a pretty fun stream, believe it or not. Hell of a lot better than the last time I tried playing a game was. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get me some dinner. I'm gonna go relax. I don't know, maybe find something to watch or whatever. Oh yeah, I mean, I appreciate y'all for coming out. At the very least, keeping the chat going and stuff. You gonna eat a taco? Do you want a taco? That is another band that I actually need to see live, Psycho Stick. I love their stuff. I still think one of my all-time favorite pieces of merch is their take on Pantera's vulgar display of power, where it just has, you know, Psycho Stick, the band that does the beer song, and below that is a vulture holding what looks like a daisy or something other, and below that it says vultures displaying flowers. That's probably one of my favorite pieces of merch ever. But yeah, I'm gonna just go grab me something to eat and relax, and yeah, considering that it's the month of June, I kind of had to do a little something for this little ending screen here. But you know, it's my characters, so yeah. Oh, don't worry, there's nothing raunchy going on. You know, it's a Cookie Monster shirt. Yeah. Yeah, nothing raunchy going on with this ending screen, but it's just how I had these characters you know, done up. So, and of course it's the month of June. You know. So yeah, I'll see you guys around. I probably won't be doing anything next week because I know I'm going to be working, you know, all 5 days, well, all 5 weekdays next week, and then I've got that show coming up that following Saturday. But maybe I might try to do something the week after. We'll see. I do know that well, what I initially planned was I was wanting to go through this game, you know, try to shake the rust off, and, well, at least get a good playthrough of it, just so I can, you know, have it fresh in my mind whenever I get around to doing a Let's Play of it eventually. And then spend that whole week that I got off of work, which is a mandatory week off, so I'm on vacation, after next week. And probably, you know, knock out an episode or 2 of this, but we'll see. So yeah, until then, I'll see you guys around, and thanks for coming out, and hope you all have a good one.